Guys, so I am about to go fishing. I have my tackle box. I'm gonna take this bike, and I have my two rods, mini rod and big rod. So get right to it. All right, we're on the way to the first spot. There is a little bit of a storm over us, but we're not gonna let that get in our way. And it looks like I'm gonna have a clearing. And I had an amazing clearing right ahead, right when I got here. Perfect. Now I can get to my spot even quicker. We're gonna go to the end of the road here, see if we can catch any fish. Then we're gonna go to the next road over and then see what happens from there. We made it to our first spot. We'll see if we can catch anything. So first I'm gonna be starting with this little jig with the little baby rod. We'll see if we can get anything first. I might not get anything, guys, because this rod is really hard to jig. So, and I have 15-pound leader on, so see if we can get anything with it. And I can also barely cast this thing. It casts though, so look at how beautiful this is. I mean, there is a little storm over there, but other than that, pretty good spot. Try this little dock. See if we can get any little snapper or anything really. Hopefully not catfish though. Cause I don't like catfish. Now I'm not like trying to be rude to anybody that likes catfish and likes catching them, but I've just grown up not liking them and my whole family not liking them. So I don't really either. Oh wait, did something go on it? I was not paying attention. I think something went on it. Rolled on it. Okay, let's try this side of the dock. See if we can get anything. And if not, I'll go try that dock over there, at least from where I can go. And then if we get nothing there, I guess we'll just go to our next spot. I'm hoping we can get something though, and we don't get skunked, which happens a lot for us, me and my friend. You want to see the action on it? That's the action. So And by the way, guys, this is my first time doing this. I just got this phone holder on my chest, so I've never fished like this before, so don't make fun of me if I'm doing something wrong. It's my first time. And if you have any advice, I would love to hear it. Okay, we're gonna go try this dock over here. Fish a little bit on the way. Try this little dock here again. Something just went right here. It was small, but I do have a small jig on here, so I'll take anything, honestly. Right up there. Alright, I'll turn the video back on when I get to that dock. We're as far as we can go, so, because I can't pass where that piece of fence is. So, see if we can get any fish. Oh gosh. I can also barely even cast to the dock. So, alright, we're just gonna try straight out and then a couple casts, and if we don't get anything, then we're gonna change spots. Well, actually, no, we're gonna change rods. See if we can get anything on the other rod. Okay, we're gonna switch rods. I'll turn the video back on when I get the other rod. Alright, we got this rod. I have this little homemade lure on it from a toy shark. And we're gonna see if we can get anything. Probably gonna cast straight out first. And I did try this lure in my pool before I fished with it, so, before I've taken it out here, and it kind of does work. It does sort of jump out of the water a little bit, but it's kind of like a mullet, so it might work. I haven't caught anything on it though, so we'll have to see if we can get anything on it. Oh. Alright, we're gonna go over to this dock. Alright, we're at the dock. We're gonna cast right through these little dock posts. We have to reel it quick though, because if you let it sink, it's gonna get all tangled up in the lift. There's a ton of like scrap metal down there and pieces of lift, so we don't wanna cast down there or let it sink and then get it stuck. Because this is my first time fishing with it, and I'd hate to lose it the first time I fish with it, so we'll see. Alright, I'm gonna fish the other side of this dock, and then if I don't get any action, then I'll go over to the other dock. A school of bait go by, but we're gonna try this side of the dock now. We're gonna do like 1 or 2 more casts, and if we don't get anything, then we're gonna move over to the other dock that we went to just a second ago. Probably not a second ago, but yeah, the dock over there. So, 1 more cast. If we don't get anything, then we're gonna move over to the other dock. And then if we don't get anything there, we're gonna move to our next spot. All right, I'll turn the video back on once we get to the other dock. All right, we're at the other dock. I think I'll actually be able to get to the dock with this lure because it's more heavy and it's an actual rod, but we'll see. And I'm starting to feel some drizzles, so, and you can probably see them on the water. I don't know if the camera can see them. Can you see it? Yeah, you can see it a little bit. I might need to check the weather before we go anywhere else. Alright, I'm gonna take a little break to check on the weather, and if it's moving away from me, then I'll keep fishing. But if it's gonna go over me, then I guess we'll just have to wait till later in the day, or just have this be it for this video. I might end the video and make another one later when the storm's gone, or I might just not make another video if the storm comes over us. But if it's not going over us at all, then we will be a-okay and we will keep fishing. And I'm hoping that's how it's gonna be. So yeah. Alright, I'm gonna take a break to check the weather and I'll be right back. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to keep fishing. So we are going to go over there. There's a fishing spot over there that we will try. And if we don't get anything there, there's another spot I want to try. Alright, well, I'll update you when we get there, or when we're on the way there. Alright, we are on the way. We just left the spot we were just at. So, we're going to the next spot and we'll see if we can get anything there. And then, I'm hoping we can get something there. And there's also shelter there, like a thing I can go under if I need to. So, I'll update you guys when we are close to there or there. Alright, we're on the way there. I don't know if that's rain on the water or I don't know, but we'll see once we get there. So guys, we're almost to our spot, and it is definitely rain on the water. But okay, guys, we're gonna go under this building for safety. I don't know if I should go home or just stay here. Okay, I'm gonna check the weather one more time and then see if we should just stay here or go home. All right, okay, so we are just gonna wait it out, I think, and then whenever it's gone or close enough to gone, we're gonna start fishing again. All right, see ya. All right, guys, we were just sitting under that house for a long time. We're gonna start with the big rod with the made up jig. There's a storm over there. We're gonna fish, we're gonna have a couple casts, and then we're gonna head home because there's a big storm after it. Even if we do catch fish, we are going to move because it's just, the weather's terrible today. I'd probably pick the worst day to do this, especially for my first one, but we'll see. We will, oh, there's a dead shrimp right here. But we'll go home after this, after we have a couple casts, try these little dock ruins. And guys, I was probably under that house for like an hour. Yeah, y'all probably saw that. Okay, I'm gonna have 2 more casts over here, and then we're going home. This weather's terrible. All right, guys, we're going home. I will keep recording for a little bit for the way home, like a little bit of it, and then I will rinse the rods off, and then we will end the video. But let's go on home, get away from this darn storm, and then we will also try to get another video sometime soon, when there's a day when there's no storms, probably. But Alright, I'm gonna start heading home. See ya. Alright, this is me. I got home safely. This storm is over us right now. I rinsed the rods already. So anyways, I'll try and post another video tomorrow, and hopefully there's no storms tomorrow. See y'all in the next one. Bye.